What? What is this? A new dock? Did I level up? Did Scopely give me some free ops levels? And I finally reached that part I've been working on? No, we got a new arc, and the Ferengi are here to say, don't level up, don't earn it. Rooster, we'll sell you that dock. You've been wanting it. Here it is, and you can have one too. Hey, you chickadees, I'm Lay Rooster, and you're in the hen house. We have a new arc, patch 39 has dropped. It is Ferengi Fest. Ferengi Fest Friday. That's got to be the name of my stream this Friday on Twitch. Check it out. We're going to look at that. Anyway, we've got a new arc. It's live. I wanted to get on here early this morning. I've got my cup of hot coffee, which is still hot at this moment. Well, I wanted to get this out before I go to work, and then later on I'll be out here talking about the arc on the Twitch stream. So check out the links below, and remember to like and subscribe. One of the things we've got going on, we've got Ferengi coming into this arc. It is very Ferengi focused. We've got a new ship or a variant upgrade of a ship, kind of like the Franklin A. We'll talk about that. We've got some Ferengi officers, including Quark. Everybody's wanting Quark, right? And some other Ferengi, all those ears everywhere. We've got a new dock. We've got some other stuff trying to promote more rating, more rules of acquisition. So it's funny how this Ferengi tactics sometimes mimic the Scopely monetization tactics. Who's training whom? We'll see. Let's look. Anyway, I'm excited about this. It's a little different than what I expected, but I didn't exactly know what to expect. So let's look at these. I pulled up the patch notes from the website because we had pretty pictures that go along with it in addition to your drive-through window in-game. So let's take a look. Patch 39, and we can see our Ferengi. You can see we've got the new Dvor, which is similar to the old Dvor, but different, of course. So let's take a look at that and scroll through. I'm not going to read all the flavor text and anything. I'm just going to highlight things and talk about what we're seeing. The update is live right now, but the events haven't started yet. So some of this we'll start seeing the answer to some questions as we get a little further along in the day and over the next couple of days, things like that. So check out the live streams for the updated stuff. All right. So rule of acquisition 18: Ferengi without profit is no Ferengi at all. Or a game developer without profit. Perhaps. Anyway, let's get in there. All right, so we've got the new Dvor Fisha ship, which is an upgraded Ferengi Dvor, specifically engineered to mine concentrated latinum and maximize profits. All right, we got the officers, and there's a new dry dock G. It should have been dry dock money, is what I'm considering it. Not to say that I won't be looking to get it, because I've been talking for a month about how I could really see what I do with another dock, but I thought I was going to have to earn it. Thankfully, I don't. All right, let's see here. You're playing with fire right now and pouring gasoline over everyone you talk to. I hope that is not a metaphor for this video. Let me know down below. All right, so the rules of acquisition arc and beginning of it. We got the Dvor Fisha. There's some new missions, 3 new officers, 1 epic, 2 rare. The new dry dock, station assault research node. This is again. I've been saying Scopely doesn't like row, and I'm not saying that you should like row or anything, but we're really moving towards why aren't we pirating, and can we not nudge you just a little bit further into that? So those gentlemen agreements better be really solid. It just keeps getting more and more difficult to stay in some kind of the rows that we have established. We've got, of course, a new battle pass. They got more avatars and new frames, which honestly I like them. You know, they're neat, they're nifty. I like getting some of them, and I'm always like, darn, I wish I'd gotten that one, but I didn't spend enough or play enough or grind enough or everything enough. Let's see. So here is the Dvor Fisha. Now, again, I kind of like the way the Dvor looks, like a little cockroach beetle thing. And this is this really, it's just, it just looks like a little bit of a variant skin to me. So, but if this is mirroring the Franklin A and the Franklin, and that looks a lot like slightly different paint job. We'll keep in mind the Franklin A mechanics as we kind of look and try to imagine how this works based on what the parts we don't know. So, but this is the new Dvor Miner Feesha. So, see, a new and upgraded Ferengi vessel available for players level 35 plus. So that's your level cap. Equipped with the latest DX mining laser, capable of efficiently mining the new concentrated latinum resource nodes. All right, there's new nodes in the game. We'll show you one in a minute. This precious resource can then be refined to acquire latinum and further upgrade the Dvor Fisha to maximize profits. So you can get better latinum from the concentrated latinum, probably, and maximize profits. One thought, let's remember, for those of you who are newer to the game, and for those of you who are older to the game, just a reminder, remember how we got our Dvor research got really boosted through the roof, and as people started figuring it out, we realized that we could really do a lot with our Dvors, and it made Mining Monday not a problem. Well, this may be the answer to that, because this new improved concentrated latinum, as well as a new specialty ship to work on getting that. I would not be surprised if we don't see that added into our Mining Mondays, and if it doesn't make that more valuable and something that we fight over, again, giving us reasons to work hard. I know I have 2 Dvors that aren't maxed out, but I've noticed that they really do a fine job of getting me the latinum I need. But now, maybe I can use more, or maybe there's greater reasons. So let's see. How do I acquire the Dvor Fisha? Similar to the Franklin A, and I think this is an important thing to just be looking at, because let's consider everything in the Franklin A's schema, so to speak. Similar to the Franklin A, you'll be able to unlock the Dvor, scrapping your Dvor and earning Dvor Advanced Data Core. The Dvor Advanced Data Core can be converted to blueprints in the Latinum Refinery through the Dvor Fisha Blueprints bundle. So this sounds like the Franklin A. So level it up, get it close to max, and they'll show us. We'll talk about how far you have to go with that to get enough so that you can get this going. You'll have to sacrifice 1 Dvor, but we do slowly get them over time with the 30-day chests, which are even easier to get now with the photon tokens. I know they're called something else, but we all know what we call them. How many Dvor Advanced Data Cores will I gain after scrapping? And they're letting you know that it will vary depending on the ship's tier. A maxed out Dvor provides the core for a full set of blueprints, and so you see, you're getting none for the beginning tier, and like at tier 6 you get 12. But once you get to tier 9 and at level 41 to 45, you get 120. So that's full. So you aren't going to have to push, just like the Franklin doesn't have to go beyond 41 to get the maximum. But you do have that options. I finally now have a reason to spend some ship XP on my Dvors, since I never accrue them below deck, because they always go boom if I don't stay on top of them anyway. But now I can do that during some ship events and things like that. So, because I'm going to need to get them up there for this Feesha. So keep that in mind. Now we move into the new officers, and of course, I'm just here. He's gonna. Here, he should be higher. Oh no, he's just short. That's right. Okay, there he is. There's Quark, and that looks lovely and reminiscent. There you go. So, I don't know. All you don't like them, but I like to see them in the shows and all that, so I'm glad they're here. Been hiding out in the back of that Dvor, waiting to be found, so it seems like so for a while. He's the Epic Officer, Quark, now available epically. His captain maneuvers don't let him take anything. It increases protected cargo by X%, so another captain protected cargo like Grush and Joaquin. Those are proving useful for like latinum mining, for ISO related activities, different things like that. I like how they just apply not to a specific material, like to Pring and Barrett and all those do, but they just give you that protected cargo, but you got to sacrifice that captain slot for it. His officer ability, take everything they have, increases mining speed by Y. So on an officer side, he's going to just boost mining, kind of like the Borg Tribble Fluffy does, boosting some mining speed, things like that. So that could be useful. And again, speed mining with latinum and things like that may be easier and easier with this. Now, as we get into these other officers, we'll see there's a lot of latinum mining, and they are after the gold. But it looks like they're going to have some use for us in that way. Rare officer, look at that scowl. Rare Arok, now available as rare. Captain maneuver is exploit market opportunities. He increases concentrated latinum mining speed by X% as the captain. So that's those concentrated nodes. In fact, I mentioned I was going to go over there. We were talking in Alliance and saying, where are these things? So to try to figure out, because it was like, where? They got to be kind of far. And then we like one place we looked was in, people showed Wolf. Shout out to Die Alliance on that, just kind of helping us out. And look here, it's like, that's par steel, it's what it used to be. And what are all these little gold things? Concentrated latinum, okay? Hey, there's a Dvor. It'll do 121 an hour. That's a level tier 7 Dvor, so that's pretty darn slow. And everybody's got their horizons on there because of course. But But my Dvor won't make it out there, which is again kind of like the Franklin A, where the Franklin can only get so far. If we think about with the Max Franklin, you can get in and start chipping away at the 35 swarms, which are really the beginning territory of the Franklin A. But you can't do too much efficiently, and so I suspect that'll be some of the same overlap. Maybe the Dvor at Max can get over there and start doing this slowly, but you really need the Feesha to really start taking advantage of it. If you can find it, a space amongst all the horizons that are out there. Row update incoming, and much whining to ensue. All right. So Eric gives us increased concentrated latinum mining speed by X%. We're going to need it if I'm sure the other ship is faster than that, but we'll see once we get it. The officer ability diversify increases mining speed by Y. So another mining speed person on the side. So again, we can get some really fast mining, especially if you look at Fluffy and look at some of these officers that are coming in. That could be very helpful. So let's see here. I really like this outfit. So he's dapper. That's dapper Ferengi. All right. Rare. Fess, now available as rare. Just probably why he's rare. Captain maneuver. Pursue profit where you find it. Increase mining speed by X. Now that's the captain's ability. Going to generically increase that. So there's some use there. Now here's one. Officer ability. Cut corners if you need to. Sounds like a very well-known business principle. Reduce protected cargo by Y. So if you need to put him on X because you are speed mining, then you're going to reduce your protected cargo. This is more of a if you want this, you have to suffer this type of thing, a merit, a boon, and a flaw type of thing. Now the truth is, when we are mining, if you're speed mining things like ISO and Latinum, a lot of times you may want to speed it as fast as possible and then just hope that nobody catches you while you're actively mining and waiting to zip away. Sounds like he's going to be useful in that situation. I don't know why we would be putting him on as an officer just to get his officer ability, because that just sounds like you're shooting yourself in the foot. Very situational. All right, probably the least useful in my mind for that, except for speed mining situations. So, all right, then let's move into rules of acquisition. Scopely wants my money, and they know that I will probably get into this. A new dry dock. All right, we've seen it already. It's there taunting me, waiting for the release of the sales and the events to see what the pricing is. Who knows? I doubt it's going to be $5, like the first research queue was or whatever. It's been $20 for the builder's queue, I believe, and $20 for the additional research queues, if I recall correctly. I'd be surprised if it's just $20. Having another ship just changes a lot. It really is an advantage where the people that have that are going to have some abilities. Now, of course, you do have to have the ships available and the resources invested in them and the officers ready to use it so that you can have them, but you can diversify your fleet, which is an easier thing. So you can always be mining or something at all times, or raiding or something. An additional dry dock G money, we're calling it, can be unlocked through the Officers tab starting at level 30. Okay, so you do have a level 30 cap here, so level 14s won't have that. My baby account can't benefit. It says, regardless of the number of dry docks you have already constructed, you get this one. This is the pay to dock. All right. So acquiring Dry Dock G will allow you to command an extra vessel and greatly increase your combat and mining capabilities. And yes, it will help. And there are plenty of days where my 4 docks are not enough because I wish I could be mining while doing something else. Anyway, now this one, this is a big one, and they're not talking about it a lot. But again, it's the erosion of row, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just a reminder that it seems like we are moving towards a lot more PvP, and Scopely's really trying to make it harder to resist, is what it seems. So just be aware of that. A new Prime node arrives, greatly enhancing station combat. Acquire the Prime Station Assault research node to get plus 100% damage when attacking a station. Use it for raiding with the Amalgam and the new Dry Dock G to maximize profits. Yes, trying to tie this all together. We just got the Amalgam cloaks. Now, plus 100%. Always remember with Scopely math, typically that means it's a plus 100% to the base damage and not modified stuff that you see already on a ship. And all that, but we'll find out. The numbers will start coming in as people start using that. So easier to crack a base, once we crack it, the amalgam will really help us, even especially if it's cloaked, but will really help us with pulling away that big fat loot from the people that are sitting on it and forgot their shield. So shield or share comes in bigger. It sounds like that's almost part of the rules of acquisition, because people are going to have this paired with the amalgam and the docks just ready to run and pop people and then pull the loot. So we'll see on that. Talk to your alliance about how that, if that's going to make any changes for you. I mean, it may not, it may just take a little while, but with cloaking, increased PvP options within our dailies, with the amalgam for raiding, which is more and more cloaking focus, with now kind of station assault, it is saying, hey, PvP is back on the table, people. So we'll see. All right, let's check out. Now, of course, Battle Pass. We got a new Battle Pass featuring new officers, etc., and a premium pass. We've got new missions. Let's see. There's 10 new missions for the arc itself that'll feature Quark and the Ferengi rules of acquisition for profits. Rule number 1. Whose rule is this? Once you have their money, never give it back. Depending on your results with customer support, this may apply to more people. Learn about the new Dvor Fisha in 5 new missions where you aid Quark as he conducts transactions with dubious outlaws and search for a second chance. I just think it'll be fun to go through some of these with the Dvor Fisha and Quark, and then join Baron, Ferengi businessman, on a 5 side mission here. Learn about the rules of act. Never forget Rule 45: the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. All right. Anyway, I do like this. I don't know if they catch all the irony between being a mobile pay-to-play or free-to-play, I should say, game and featuring these Ferengi's greed. But it is hitting me right now this morning. I don't know. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee. Let me know what you think down below in the chat. All right, so avatars, we're going to get a Dabo avatar, Ferengi Alliance. That's cool. Some of the different people as well. Valentine's Day. Hey, you need Quark and love again, right? Quantum Savior avatar, Quark avatar, Dvor Fisha. Okay, so nice things. We'll see which ones we like. More frames, Valentine's again. Now, I do like, of course, the epic Quark's bar, grill, gaming house, and holosuite arcade frame. I got to see what it's going to take to get that, because it already just sounds enjoyable to me. So let's see. All right, now I'm going to look at the improvements. Some of these are actually notable, so I did want to bring them out. At least I've been experiencing them quite a bit. So added an improvement where Peace Shield only deactivates when battle starts. If I'm reading this correctly, and we'll see, typically if you start some attack, like in territory capture or in some place where you haven't dropped your shield yet because you're waiting until you have to, or in any of the PvP events, because you don't always need to drop your shield to participate in those. If you have to drop your shield to initiate the attack, but often somebody else swoops in and hits that thing before you can, and it's a little weird. So you've already lost your shield. Well, it sounds like you're not going to have lost your shield in that situation, which I think that props to Scopely. That's good. Added an improvement where you can scan a base. You will only see the amount of unprotected resources instead of all resources, included the protection. So that'll make it a little easier to know who to raid. Look, it's like they want you to raid. By the amalgam, people. All right. Added an improvement that remembers your position in your officers list when entering a specific officer's profile and going back to list. If you've been messing with this, especially as you go through officer traits to look to see if you can upgrade them, or looking to see who you can still level up when we're in an officer or domination related event, please fix this, Scopely. It'll bring us back now, is what it says, to where we were, because we had that for a while and then it went away, and now it sounds like it's back. So that's good. We need that. Quality of life. Fix a bug. Added a back to the top button to the officer assignment screen in other areas of the game. So easier to get up top with that. And then we include a whole bunch of bug fixes, and there's some stuff with exocomps and other things not showing right. Where is it in here? There's an important one. Here, this one will, I think, apply to everyone who posts on Discord and talks about it. Fixed an issue where clicking on an insufficient resource trying to upgrade modules or officers, the game didn't prompt the option of using Latinum or tokens for the missing balance. We have, I think, all been running into this if we've done any upgrading and are cutting it close on resources, logging out, going in and out until it finally shows us the real cost of something and can then do it, or have to go the back door way to add some more resources to our account. Anyway, so there's a bunch of fixes going on here. And again, shout out to Scopely on Star Trek Fleet Command side, because they're always doing some bug fixes, and in this case, improvements, which some of these are fixing some bugs that they've inadvertently put in. Hopefully, they've put in very few bugs this time to squash, but props to them for continuing to do that. So there we are, Commanders. We're looking at this new patch and this new arc. I'll be on later. I hope you'll come check us out on the Twitch stream, Pacific time after work, in the evenings on work days, and then earlier in the morning on Twitch and on YouTube live streaming. Server reset time in the mornings on the weekends. Anyway, if you like this video, find it helpful or amusing, or think you just want to support this channel, give us a like, give us a comment down below saying good job or hello, and I'll respond to you. And unless you're a troll, and you know who you are, also hit that notification bell so you'll catch me when I go live, as well as when I go live streaming on Sunday mornings, so you can catch that on Star Trek. And follow the links below for my Twitch channel, where I'm on every day, in addition to the YouTube stuff, and the Discord, so you can join the community, get some news, come and chat in between game sessions and videos and all that stuff. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you. You can help me with acquisition. We're getting very close to the 500 subscribers, so you can be the next subscriber, and that will help a lot. And then we'll go on 500, on to 1,000 and beyond. So profits never cease, we hope. Give us a subscribe. You guys take care. CockADoodle do.